Students, in the last video, we started this phylum Chordata, isn't it? These animals have supporting notochord in their body. All chordates are included in the same phylum. The phylum Chordata is classified into three subphyla. This also I told you that kingdom Animalia is divided into two phylums, that is phylum Non-Chordata and phylum Chordata, and phylum Non-Chordata is again divided into 10 subphylums, isn't it? Chordates and non-chordates. Now non-chordates is divided into 10 subphylums, and this phylum that is the subkingdom chordate is divided into only one phylum, that is Chordata. Now this phylum Chordata is again divided into three subphylums, that is Urochordata, Cephalochordata and Vertebrata. Now see, we also saw that that is some of the characters of phylum Chordata. See, notochord is present in the body during at least any developmental stage. Okay, so this notochord which is there, it might be present in any at least one of the developmental stage. Then pharyngeal gill slits are present in the body during at least any developmental stage. So just like notochord, this pharyngeal gill slit also, it might be present in the body during at least one of the developmental stage. Then single tubular spinal cord is present on dorsal side of the body. So there is only one spinal cord which is tubular in shape, and where it is present on the dorsal side of the body, and heart is present on the ventral side of the body. Now these are some of the important characters of phylum Chordata. Now let us see the first subphylum, Urochordata. See, these are marine animals. So these animals you find only in the sea or oceans. Their body is covered by skin-like tusk or tunic. So their body which is there, it is covered by a skin-like tusk or tunic. Okay, so you can see in the figure, isn't it? That is the tunic, how it is present. See, so larvae of these animals are freely swimming, and notochord is present in only tail region of larvae. So this larvae of these animals, okay, the larval stage, okay, of these animals, they are free swimming. That means they can swim, and the notochord which is there, it is present only in the tail region. Okay, yes, it's present only in the tail region. It's not present in the whole body, and that is why it is called as Urochordata. Now this is important. Why these animals are called as Urochordata? Because see, the notochord which is there, where it is present only in the tail region of the larvae. So remember this, the notochord, okay, it is present only in the tail region of the larvae, and that is why it is called as Urochordata. Larvae, see, larvae metamorphose into adults after settling down at the bottom of the sea. Okay, so this larvae which is there, metamorphose means what? It changes into adult. How it changes suddenly into adult? Once it settles down at the bottom of the sea, then it metamorphosizes into adults. Generally, these animals are hermaphrodite. So both the sexes are found in one animal, and that is why these animals are called as hermaphrodite. Examples are Herdmania, Doliolum, then Oecoplura. So see, you can see the animals. The figure of these animals are given over here. Okay. See, let us see. See, Dolio, Lum and Hardmania. Now see, this figure of Hardmania, you can see there is a branchial aperture. Aperture means what? A small hole or opening. Okay. This is branchial aperture. Then here you will find atrial aperture. Then there is a tunic over here. This is the body and this is the foot of Hardmania. So, let me revise once again. See, this Urochordata, they live only in the sea. There is test or tunic-like, okay, skin-like test or tunic. It's covered with test or tunic. You can see in the figure. Then the larvae of these animals, they are free swimming, okay. And the notochord which is there, it is present only in the tail region of the larvae, and hence these animals are called as Urochordata. Then the larvae, okay, it metamorphoses, means what? It changes into adult by settling down at the bottom of the sea. Then these animals are hermaphrodite, means both the sexes are present in a same animal. Example, Hardmania, Doliolum, then Oikopleura. See, let us continue with subphylum Cephalochordata. So, first subphylum you saw Urochordata. Now, the second subphylum of chordates is Cephalochordata. Now, see, these are small fish-like marine animals. Again, see, these animals also you find it in seas and oceans. Okay. Now, see, these are small. They are small fish like, okay, they look like a fish. You can see the figure over here, right? They look like a fish. Notochord is present throughout the body length. Okay, now you saw in Urochordata it was present in the larval stage, and that too only in the tail region, right? Now, but here see, in cephalochordates, okay, you find this notochord in the whole throughout the body length. Okay, yes, you find it throughout the body length, the whole body length. Okay, now see, pharynx is very large. Okay, the pharynx which is there, it is very large. You can see now, yes, over here the pharynx is quite large and it contains slits also. You can see here, yes, slits are there, right? Yes, so it is very large and it contains gill slits also. These animals are unisexual. Now you saw in the case of Urochordates, right? Those animals were hermaphrodite. Now here the animals of Cephalochordata, they are unisexual. Example is Amphioxus. Now see in the figure also it's given animals in subphylum Cephalochordata. You can see the pharyngeal gill slit. You can see the liver over here. This is the intestine. This are the gonads. Wait. Okay. See, this is the gonad. This is the anus. Okay. Yes, and the notochord which is there, it is present throughout the body length. Yes, now, and the segmental muscles are present. Now, these animals are unisexual. Example is Amphioxus. Now, the third subphylum is Vertebrata or Craniata. Now, see, in these animals, now first of all, let me tell you, see, Vertebrata means what? Vertebral column is present in these animals. Craniata. Craniata means what? Cranial means what? It is something connected with head. We call it as cranial. Okay, remember this. Now in these animals, notochord is replaced by vertebral column. Now notochord is just a notochord is not present here. In these animals, it is a perfect vertebral column is there. In these animals, head is well developed. You know, human beings' head is well developed in these animals. Then see, brain is protected by cranium. You can touch your head and see. It is quite hard, isn't it? So the brain, you know, it's very sensitive, or it is what to say, it's very delicate organ, right? So it has to be protected by something hard. So that is going to be protected by cranium. Endoskeleton is either cartilaginous or bony. Okay, so see the endoskeleton which is there, it is cartilaginous or it is made up of bones. Bony, it is strong. Then hard, I must say. Some chordates are jawless. Example is Agnatha, whereas some are with jaws, that is Nathustomata. So some chordates, you know, there is no jaw over here, whereas some they are having jaws. Students, so let us summarize this phylum Chordata and its classification.
Phylum Chordata. Animals belonging to phylum Chordata are fundamentally characterized by the presence of notochord, a dorsal hollow nerve cord, and paired pharyngeal gill slits. These are bilaterally symmetrical, triploblastic, coelomate with organ system level of organization. They possess a post-anal tail and a closed circulatory system. Phylum Chordata is divided into three subphyla. 1. Urochordata or Tunicata. 2. Cephalochordata. And 3. Vertebrata. Subphyla Urochordata and Cephalochordata are often referred to as protochordates and are exclusively marine. In Urochordata, notochord is present only in larval tail, while in Cephalochordata, it extends from head to tail region and is persistent throughout their life.
Now see, that is what I told you, okay, that in Urochordata, notochord is present only in the larval tail, isn't it? See, you can see over here, it's present only in the larval tail. But in the case of Cephalochordata, it extends from head, okay, to the whole body length, that is from head to the tail region, okay. Yes, and it is going to remain throughout their life. In the case of Urochordata, it was found only in one stage, isn't it? That is the larval stage. But in case of Cephalochordata, you are going to find this notochord throughout their life.
While in Cephalochordata, it extends from head to tail region and is persistent throughout their life. Examples: Urochordata, Ascidia, Salpa, Doliolum. Cephalochordata, Branchiostoma, Amphioxus, or Lancelet. The members of subphylum Vertebrata possess notochord during the embryonic period. The notochord is replaced by cartilaginous or bony vertebral column in the adult. Thus, all vertebrates are chordates, but all chordates are not vertebrates. Besides, The basic chordate characters. Vertebrates have a ventral muscular heart with 2, 3, or 4 chambers, kidneys for excretion and osmoregulation, and paired appendages, which may be fins or limbs. See the chart. Comparison of chordates and non-chordates.
See, this is how you have to make the charts of all the phylums and subphylums, so it will become easy for you to study.
Class Cyclostomata. All living members of the class Cyclostomata are ectoparasites on some fishes. They have an elongated body bearing 6 to 15 pairs of gill slits.
Students, let us see one more animated film. Okay.
What are protochordates? What comes to your mind when you hear the term chordata? Do images of animals with notochord fill your mind? I guess not, but it's true. A chordate is an animal belonging to phylum Chordata. Chordates possess a notochord, a hollow dorsal nerve cord, pharyngeal slits, an endostyle, and a postal anal tail for at least some period of their life cycle. On the basis of development of notochord, phylum Chordata is classified into two subphylum, Protochordata and Vertebrata.
But
The
in your
members
book,
of
it is three
subphylum
subphylums,
Vertebrata
remember.
possess notochord only during their embryonic stage. However, the notochord is replaced by a cartilaginous or bony vertebral column in the adult stage. Vertebrates have 2, 3, or 4-chambered ventral muscular heart and a pair of the kidney for excretion and osmoregulation. Examples are birds, reptiles, and mammals. On the other hand, members of phylum Protochordate possess notochord throughout their life. Besides this, they have ventral heart, perforated gill slits, and a post-anal tail. Protochordates are further divided into 3 groups, which are Hemichordata, Urochordata, and Cephalochordata. Let's learn about these 3 groups of protochordates. The first one is Hemichordata. The members of Hemichordates are marine and have an organ system level of body organization.
Students, see, this is a detailed information. Okay, you just concentrate on the general characters of this subphylums.
The notochord is present only at the anterior end of the body. Their body is divided into a proboscis, a collar, and a long trunk. Respiration
Proboscis,
takes
collar,
place through
and
gills.
trunk. Isn't it? We studied
Sexes
this
are separate and
Hemichordata.
fertilization is external. An example is Bolanoglossus. Please note that on the basis of recent research and study, hemichordates are now placed in separate phylum under non-chordata.
Now it's made clear.
The
See,
second one is Urochordata. Members of Urochordates are exclusively marine and notochord is present only in the larval tail and absent in adults. The body is soft and resembles tadpoles in the larval stage and develops cuticular tunics in adults. An example is Acidea. The third group is Cephalochordata. Members of Cephalochordata are usually buried in soil and notochord extends from head to tail region. Respiration takes through paired gill slits. Cephalochordates have a well-developed circulatory system but lack blood cells. They have soft long bodies and sexes are separate. An example is Branchiostoma. This concludes our video on protochordates and their groups.
so students, see, we studied about the general characters of phylum Chordata. Then under phylum Chordata, we studied 3 subphylums, that is Urochordata, Cephalochordata, and Vertebrata, also called as Craniata. Isn't it? So yeah, I told you Craniata means they are having, that is these animals, they have a well developed head, okay, and the brain is protected by cranium. Okay, now see the subphylum Vertebrata, okay, is divided again into 6 classes. So which are those 6 classes? Cyclostomata, then pieces, okay, see in Cyclostomata examples are Petromyzon and myxin. You can see in the figure it's given to you, Petromyzon, okay. Then will be the second class is pieces, okay. So pieces means you can see here fish, okay. Yes, pieces means the fishes are included in this class. So the examples are rohu fish, pomfret, seahorse, shark, electric ray and sting ray. And you can see the figure of Scoliodon, that is the dogfish, is shown to you. Then class Amphibia. So the third class is Amphibia. In this we will be studying about frogs and toads. That is the frogs, toads and salamanders are included in this class Amphibia. Then the fourth class is Reptilium. Okay, so the wall lizard, okay, in your house also you have seen. So these animals, okay, they are included in the class Reptilia. Then the class aves. Aves means what? Birds, okay. So the birds are included in this class aves. See, pigeon is shown to you. Actually the specimen of pigeon is there in our school, so let us see it later on. Then class Mammalia, okay. So you know the mammals are included in this class. So examples are elephant, human, uh, kangaroo, dolphin, bat, etc. So that is these animals, okay. Yes, elephant, human, kangaroo, dolphin, bats, etc. These animals are included in this class Mammalia. So students, let us study this, okay. In the next video, let us continue and understand in detail about this 6 classes of vertebrata. So we have understood the characters of vertebrata, isn't it? Now let us try to understand the classes, all the other classes of this vertebrata in the next video.